We're in the black, which sounds outstanding. Petey, any updates on the website?
I forgot to do that today.
Okay. Strategic initiatives. Now, this is the part where we just always flounder. We're not very good at any strategic initiatives, but do we have any novel ideas? Anything we can get off the ground? Any new content we can create?
So, we have a good friend that has put a bunch of money into some fancy camera equipment and some software editing tools. I don't know. Maybe we need to start producing original video content that's not related specifically to a podcast, but maybe just the network in general.
Like some skits, some
just whenever we
movies.
come up with a good idea, something like that. I think that'd be cool.
I like this idea. The problem for me, and I know who you're talking about, our pal Tim. He lives 3.5 hours away from both of us, and from what I understand, his camera really only going to work if we're near it. So I'm having a hard time thinking how it's going to be something we can do on the regular. But I do like the idea. Do we all have to buy the? Caleb, you look like you had an idea, or your
yeah. I'm thinking like a drone.
Oh. You just thinking about drones, or you got an idea with it, or?
I'm taking that as a no.
Like just thinking about
they go distances, right? Which seems to be the weak part of the camera setup you just described, right?
I'm following.
I
think we do a drone attack.
I think if we can't afford coats, maybe not drones, but
they're not drug drones. They're just regular drones.
But y'all got animals, so just strap a camera onto Loki and just like skitter him on over.
Loki the dog. You think a dog? You're gonna have a homeward bound situation. You're gonna have a dog travel 200 and some miles with a camera on its back just to film some funny
shit. That'll be the content itself. Just hit record and send them off.
Yeah.
This is a great idea.
You take a treat, you throw it, or use the drone to carry it. Dog goes after the treat. I've seen a dog. Dogs love treats. They go crazy for those things.
This is a great idea, Brian, because your dog basically free to the network. All you have to do, strap a camera to it, lose the dog for a while.
Yeah.
Find the dog, get the footage, the whole video. Where did the lost dog go? People love that.
Genius.
Where was the dog when I wasn't around? What do dogs do when humans aren't there, when they're lost and scared by themselves? Sounds like a great idea. Yeah. Dylan, do you have any objections? You seem to be rubbing that goatee pretty hard. You're frozen. Nope, you're up.
Sounds like a good idea because it's free.
Okay, great. Animal
Dylan's
abandonment, free. All right, write that down. Put that in a minute or a note, whatever you got to do there.
Don't write that one down.
That's his dog. You can write it down. It's fine. Okay. Next up on the docket. So we had our recent meetup. We did our super Guitar Bros Bit Brigade, and recently a few of us were there. I apologize, Caleb and Dylan, you didn't get to make it. Us folks who live more in a cluster got to do that. Let's think wide. Last time we shouted out, we said Jackson Hole, Wyoming. In the last month, I've had some second thoughts about that. Not a good airport nearby. There's really not a lot to do there. We'd probably get sick of each other. Do we have some other ideas for a meetup? I'm thinking 2023. We got plenty of time to plan. We can get together, enjoy each other's company. Michelle, do you have any ideas? Anything pop into your head for where a good meetup could be 2023, the Discord? What are you thinking?
Well, I'm lazy. I want to stay on the East Coast, but I know
Sure,
that
we all
won't be
do.
fair. That wouldn't be fair. So maybe, I don't know, is Chicago close enough? Is Chicago too expensive? I don't know. That seems fun. That
I
seems
like
cool.
Chicago. I love it. It's got Galloping Ghost, big arcade.
Yeah.
I don't want to like seem closed-minded or anything, but pretty much every time I hear about Chicago, it's about people dying or something. Are we sure it's a safe place to go?
Mostly people die from eating too much pizza. It's not a dangerous town unless you go deep dish.
I mean, it's a good way to go.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
That's how I'm going.
Okay.
Yeah. Basically, you don't want to. If you see a guy in a drug dealer coat, Go the other way. Unless it's a
Oh.
polycode drug dealer coat, then you can chat him up. He probably knows
Okay.
about the podcast.
Smart.
Got a thought on the location, if you don't mind.
Please, go ahead.
I'm thinking synergy with the whole grinder app situation.
Oh yeah.
What Jackson Hole had going for it is whole, right?
Yep.
We don't have that with Chicago. We have Chicago, but that's a bit of a stretch. You know what I mean? So are there other cities, whole-based cities?
Isn't there
that
a
we
little
might go
area
with?
a bit south called Chicago Hole? Am I wrong? Am I thinking of something?
I think if you're thinking a little south, I think you're just thinking of like Taintville, Utah. That's a place, right? It is. I'm sure it is.
Right in the minutes. We'll look it up. I don't know. Do they have a
25.
arcade or anything? I mean, Chicago does have at least one arcade that I'm aware of. Dylan, what do you think?
There's a joystick if you look really hard. Yeah.
I mean, aside from Jackson Hole, there's one place that I think would actually be perfect. So like, lots of booze in the area, pot's legal,
Okay.
lots of like gaming stores in the area, lots of nerds. So Boston.
See, that's where you live. I'm trying to make
Mhm.
that's new rule. You can't pick where you live. It's too homery. You can't do
You
it.
know what? That's a good point. Portland, Maine is also great, and weed is also legal in the state of Maine. So
What if I chose Boston? I don't live there.
You could. Feasibly, you could.
I mean, I'm not going to. Dylan's there. We
Okay.
already established that. But I'm just
Good.
saying, like, is that a rule?
did I mention
Hey.
I have control of the treasury?
Yeah, we're in the black though. That's 0.
Yeah, we're fine.
Yes, there's no
Maybe
power
never
there,
mind.
Dylan. Come on, we established this.
Right. Yep.
I think, yeah, you could. Okay, to answer your question, sure, you could say Boston if you really want to.
don't.
Portland, Maine. The problem is you're the closest one to it. I was thinking something a little bit more central. Now I know we're a bit hamstrung. The central U.S. Caleb, you're there. It's not great, right?
No.
Kind of flat, mostly just Caleb. So
Yeah, just me.
yeah. So I mean, now I just keep coming back. Maybe Jackson Hole isn't that bad.
It's got it all.
Got Hole.
We've got a couple of people from Canada. Maybe we go up.
They know a lot
got
about
some,
holes.
I got some legal issues
Well, not
with crossing the border. I don't know if I could do that.
Just that. border?
Well,
I sold a bunch of drug coats to some Canadians last year.
Mm.
Made quite a bit of money, as we've established. They're worth a lot. So
No, that's the thing. Wait, did you make your own?
Yeah.
Dude, you can
lost
make drugs.
dogs, lost dog fur. I found there's these dogs that are everywhere that have GoPros attached to them. You just round them up, shave them. Some
Sounds
coats.
perfect. You should just make our coats. We were thinking about importing some coats from overseas to brand. You can just make coats.
That's such a
drug
good
dealers?
idea. Oh my god, I have so many dog carcasses left over.
Write down the minute. Briz, take the note. That was beautiful.
27.
So it sounds like, well, I don't think we decided where we're going, but we're definitely doing drug dealer coats made out of the dog fur. Excellent. Let's go ahead and let's do a little podcast update roundtable. IndieQuest isn't here, but I do want to say they